Hi there, Aries. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to light my candles. Yay. Welcome to your February 2019 reading. This is JJ with the Compassionate Heart School. And hopefully we get to have lit candles. Yay, we do. Doesn't it make all the difference? Yay. All right. So, welcome to your reading. It's time for our monthly reading, February 2019. So let's take a look at the energies that are at play, or that will be at play in February. You may notice that some of these energies are already here. I definitely do, because I'm an Aries. So, particularly here. Okay, I'm feeling this. This doesn't feel like the Aries person. This feels like the other person. This comes across from here to here as the other person in this connection, because a love reading came out, and this seems to be our lovely Aries. But of course, with the energies, it could also always be reversed. Anyway, and this seems like some significator action going on here. This tells me there's a message. Okay, so let's get started. I'm being directed to tell you that this definitely pertains to some twin flame connections out there. So some of you readers are twin flames, and some of you are just coming for a connection in general. Okay, so welcome to everybody. So what I'm seeing here is that for the month of February, there's going to be a reconnection between two people. So this tells me that some of you may not have been in contact, or the contact may have been minimal, or you may have been in minimal contact, but it's almost like you don't feel each other, or there's just this missing connection. I'm seeing that there's going to be a reconnection, a reunification of some sort. I see that on the one hand, we have the masculine energy, and of course they could be, reversed, so whatever fits for you. On the one hand, we have the arrival of the male energy, and the female energy as well. But in a sense, this male energy, I feel, has been away and has been working on himself or herself, and but all the while, he has kept the female energy in his mind. I see here the female is coming out of the cave, and the way it looks to me is that she's a little bit, I have to be honest, I'm feeling a little deception coming from her, which is hard to believe because I'm an Aries and I'm the female. But, and where's my deception, right? But I'm seeing this little bit of deception, but I feel that where this deception is coming from is more, what I'm feeling is more like some shadow work that has been going on, maybe lingering shadow work. Also, I see indecision that's starting to move out. I want to note that in both cases, I see some indecision energy going on, but in this case, the male energy is still here. That's still going to be happening, whereas the female is moving out. So I see here that the male is, or one person, the male is very, very, very tired. He's been away at work, but I see here that it's almost like for some of you in this connection, the man is going to be the one rushing in, or the male energy is rushing in. For some of you, there could be a return from overseas, a return abroad, or from abroad, or just a return into this connection. So for some of you, maybe the man has been the one that has kind of been away. It's, could be both parties here. Anyway, boom, reconnection, rekindling, definitely on the energetic level. And for many of you, if not all of you who are watching, there's going to be a physical reconnecting as well. I'm seeing that Spirit has a message here. Boop, has a message here. Spirit is saying that the reason for this reconnection is coming from, especially on the male side. From the male side, they're saying they have sent inspiration down. It's almost like I can't get this word. What is it? A calling. They have put things in motion where the man is going to want to return. I see that here. He's received that message. This is Spirit sending out the message. Boop. And at the same time, here's the man again riding into town with that message. So he has finally received the message. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but some weeks ago with the Aries reading, there was the idea that one of the people in the connection had distanced himself. It felt like the male energy had distanced himself from the connection, and the idea was that he needed to go out and find something. There was something, some message that he needed to receive. It looks like in this reading here for February, it looks like he has already received that message, and in fact in the past weeks it showed that he has. So here he is coming and making his way back to the union. But I do have to tell you that what I'm also seeing here is that his indecision is still very much in play. Even though he's making efforts, or this person is making efforts to return to this connection with you, the viewer, or return to this connection, there's still this energy of indecision. Spirit is telling me that this energy of indecision has to do with here's the calling that Spirit has put out for the man or the male, and he has received it. But Spirit is saying that much of this indecision has to do with this person's inability to recognize fully the female, to recognize the value of this female. Here we go again. Boom. Four of Cups, everyone's least favorite card. What this tells me is the same thing. Not only, yes, this person is coming back into the connection, but underneath it is this spirit of indecision and just not being convinced. We can think of this card as the boredom card, but actually what I'm seeing is just he's not convinced. And Spirit is saying that part of this is, oh, great, then thank you, Spirit. They're saying part of this is his lesson. The lesson is to be able to recognize the value of the mate, that Spirit, that God or that Spirit has put into his life. And I see here why the feminine looks so skeptical. She's coming out and they're coming back together, but there's a little tension. I can definitely feel tension from there. So anyway, long story short, the masculine or one of the people in one of the God, why can't I talk? It's late. One of the people in this connection is making his way back to the other person, and that's because he's been divinely inspired to do so. But at the same time, Spirit is saying that while he's taking the physical steps because of this divine inspiration, inside he's still unconvinced and still indecisive, because he hasn't really fully embodied and mentally accepted the value of this connection. So what does that look like for us? Maybe there's still this questioning, maybe there's still this, well, I don't know if this is the right person. And Spirit is saying what's driving that indecision and this I don't know attitude is because he's still in grief, right? So it shows that this person, this male energy, is grieving. So obviously when we see the Five of Cups, it's the grief card. But take a look at this side. I could just as easily have brought this side where it shows his back to this connection and focusing only on this grief, but that's not what came up. What came up is in the daylight, this person is well aware of the grief that's happening. In this case, the way that the energy presents itself to me is that this person is aware that they have grieving in their heart, and they're aware that they're unable to make some kind of wholehearted connection because they have things to clear. So Spirit is saying that they're actively, thank you Spirit, they're working on this person right now, working with this person rather. In a past reading, they had shown that this person is being worked on at the mental level. So take a look here. This is Spirit giving that message. Look at the tassels. They're pointing toward this person, and there's a bridge. Spirit is saying that we're actively working with this person to work through the grief so that they can make the transition into acknowledging the value of this connection. But hey, at least he's coming back, right? Spirit's suggestion to this person, or what they're working on, is just getting them out of their head. I'm hearing Spirit say just getting them out of their head into their body some more, cleaning up the energy. If you take a look here, this energy here looks really murky and muddy, and they're stuck because of all this stuff, right? So Spirit is helping them to clean that up. In the meantime, let's take a look here. Okay, no, not here. Spirit's bringing me back over here. Okay, great. We do what Spirit wants. So here what I'm getting from these two cards is, it seems like this is the connection, these two little lovely animals, but you know, they're just tense. There's tension here, and it very much seems administrative to me. Like, it's almost like these two are here with this angel, and this angel is not to say their handler, but the three of them are waiting to be called up to deal with their situation, to work things out. So what this tells me is there's definitely divine timing involved, but I also feel that there are things going on the other side that we're not privy to. And so these two people, while they're working through their issues here, Spirit is also working with them and their higher selves and their souls to make whatever changes need to be done in the spirit world. So this is great. It shows the divine timing is at play, because it's almost like they're in line. Imagine being in line somewhere like the DMV or the immigration office or something. I'm thinking of Beetlejuice, that office of the undead, I don't know. And you guys have a number, like number 60W, and now they're on number 48 or something, and you're just waiting for your number to be called. So we're doing our thing in the meantime, okay? So let's go over to okay, because I'm not sure what this card means yet. Okay, I'm just hearing the words bringing them into alignment. So it looks like we're waiting to bring them in. They're being brought into alignment. We're waiting for them to be brought into alignment. Thank you, Spirit. And it's interesting because you see the yin-yang symbol here, but it's blue, it's fire and water. All right, so thank you. And once those two are fully ingrained, I'm hearing, you know, they'll be more in union, more in alignment. All right, so moving on to the female, or the other person in this energetic connection, I feel that while this person up here is being worked on with their grief and you know, working through their indecision, which is caused by the grief, and being helped with cleaning up their energy, this person, which is looking like the Aries, this person has been working with Spirit on clearing up their shadows. So they're emerging from the cave right here, because they've been in the land of shadows, working through shadows. And might I say, as an Aries, the moons that have been happening have just been way too much. So they're working through their fears. You can't see it here, but the way this is looking to me with my spirit eyes is like the devil right here, a devil sign. So, and look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're working through this, and this is their guide with their contract book, and this is the person working. So it looks like they've been working through their fears and their shadows, and I have to tell you, a lot of that is what has been plaguing this connection. And men, you know, the other side, they have their own stuff, but everybody has their stuff to work on. But may I say that they're being brought into further alignment with each other. So there's already been alignment. Some of you may have already been feeling your chakras align. You may have been feeling a change in your heart towards this connection. Some things may seem clearer now. Energies may have been cleared. And what's happening is, yay, this person is doing what they need to do. They're tempered. They've received the inspiration from Spirit, and they're working on it. I see here that they too have also been having some indecision, but that's on its way out. And illumination, this is the Sun card, illumination is coming in. So Spirit led me to turn this indecision card horizontally, while this one is still vertical, which tells me they're still working through that. For the Aries here, it's on its way out. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Spirit is saying that's it, which tells me that that's what's going on. I'm seeing here that this Aries, the Aries, you are patiently waiting, or at least this person in the connection is patiently waiting, and they are ushering in this illumination. The illumination is coming in soon, and they're waiting. Ba 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 ba. Okay, this is the Sun card in 2 different decks. Wow. Oops, sorry, excuse me. This energy is coming in, and here they are waiting. Take a look. Here it's happened already, but I'm getting this for right now. They're patient, they're waiting, they're healing themselves, they're not focusing too much on their divine other. Yeah, this is really coming through as a twin flame reading, but again, I don't care what your sign is, you know, you could be no sign, but if you're attracted to this reading and this resonates with you, then let's go with that, okay? Anyway, so this is a great place to be. They're saying here to become the queen of the heart. So this person, you know, is resonating in a good place. They're coming across as very clean-minded. This person is coming across as very muddy right now, muddled in the mental state. They're arriving, they're coming back to this connection all beat up, and, you know, they've been at work and they're doing their thing and they're coming back, but they definitely are being worked on a mental level to clean up things, whereas this person is looking pretty good at the mental level. I'm seeing that this person is more grounded now than they were before, so that's great. I feel that Aries, you may have been all over the place in the past, but past few months, and just with this connection. But anyway, long story short, for the month of February 2019, I'm seeing that the two energies are coming back together. There is a reconnection, while the male energy, or this one person, is coming in and definitely taking steps towards reconnecting with the other person. There's still this undercurrent of indecision and grief that's happening. Is indecision and not boredom, but they just can't see the connection fully yet, and the reason why is they've been blocked with this grief. But I really feel that this person is aware that they're grieving. They know that they have unresolved issues in the heart space or in their past that need to be worked through, and Spirit is definitely working through that. And as I felt earlier, that's where they were. As I'm reading now, I feel that they're here now. Earlier they were here with this indecision and this boredom and this Four of Cups energy of not, you know, seeing. They're just missing the boat. But I'm feeling here where Spirit is clearing and cleaning it. So maybe as we talk right now, Spirit is working through that. Oh, okay. What I'm feeling also is that a lot of you, especially you who may be divine feminines, a lot of the work you're doing is helping to clear this energy here. Okay? All right, so yeah, Spirit is saying that's it. Thank you, Spirit. Yay. All right, so get grounded right now. Ladies, or Aries, or divine feminine, or just you, whoever is resonating here, you right now are holding the groundedness for this relationship. Okay, you're not all over the place, so thank God, right? Whereas this person is kind of, yeah, all over the place a little bit. All right, so also, quickly to summarize, this person is continuing to work on their issues while Spirit is aligning the two energetically and physically. So hopefully that helped. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. This is my first posted monthly reading, so yay, I'm happy. My page is still kind of new. If you'd like to have any readings with me, personal readings, please do check the description box below. I do have an Etsy page, and I'd love to work with you. Either way, please do continue to check in, and if it resonates for you, yay. If it doesn't, then I invite you to check other pages or to check in for other signs, and just get that message. It's out there somewhere on YouTube. Thank you for finding my page. All right, bye.